So with everyone's go-to frame being the rapid fire frame for the auto rifles, today we are going to be taking a look at one of the best PvE and PvP auto rifles you can use right now here in the Edge of Fate, and that is going to be the brand new Giver's Blessing. Now if you don't have this auto rifle yet, I will say you need to do these things right now to get a roll for this. I think this is going to be a must-have weapon in your inventory, but to get this one is literally doing anything on Kepler, getting any type of reward, activities, opening chests, sometimes getting an Ingram, and what you can do actually is go to the altar of relativity, and you can actually attune this auto rifle so you have a better chance of getting this weapon anytime you complete an activity. But again, this is going to be a must-have auto rifle that you need to have. Now jumping into the basic stats on this auto rifle here, as you guys see here, we have an 18 impact, which if you don't know, every single auto rifle that is in rapid fire frame is going to have the impact of 18. We do have a 33 range, 53 stability, 38 handling, 42 reload speed, 84 aim assistance, which is actually crazy high there. We have a 16 zoom, 16 airborne effectiveness, ammo generation is going to be 57, and the recoil direction is going to be 57 as well. Now if we compare this to the other auto rifles that are the fan favorite rapid fire frames, we have Reckless Oracle, Chroma Rush, the Ahab Char, which is brand new, Field Threat, and the Dark Decider. A lot of things on this weapon, it could be good or bad comparing to the other weapons, but don't let the stats fool you. This auto rifle is super good, and I think everyone's going to love it if you get the right perks. If we look at the traits on this weapon here, if we start with column 3, our first one is going to be Moving Target, and then we have Transcendent Moment, we have Impromptu Ammunition, we have Rewind Rounds, Demolitionist, Shoot to Loot, and then we have Feed and Frenzy. Now going over to column 4, we have Adagio, we have Kinetic Tremors, One for All, Zen Moment, Adrenaline Junkie, High Ground, and then we have Multi-Kill Clip. Now, also something on this weapon that caught my eye is the origin trait on it. It's Exhaustive Research. If we aim down sights at a target for a short period of time, it's going to load a homing micro rocket, which does some crazy damage, which we'll talk about here in a little bit once we get into our damage testing. I can't lie though, this weapon for both column 3 and column 4, they have some really good perks on this weapon, but these are going to be the perks that stand out to me the most, and these should be the ones that you're looking for. Now, if we start with column 3, we're going to go ahead and start with Rewind Rounds here. We all know how good this perk is. When this weapon magazine is empty, it's going to refill from the reserves based on the number of hits. If you have a good shot and you constantly keep shooting, this weapon is going to reload a lot of the ammo from its reserves, so you don't have to quit shooting and reloading. This is going to be pretty good if you're using this weapon on beefy targets as well. If this is more a last resort and I just need to pepper some targets just for a little bit extra damage, Rewind Rounds is going to be a pretty good choice. Next, we have Demolitionist. This is going to say kills with this weapon generate grenade energy, and activating your grenade ability reloads this weapon from reserves. Now, with this weapon having unlimited ammo, as long as you're getting kills and throwing your grenades, you have unlimited ammo and unlimited grenades. This is going to be a great perk for ad clearing. This is going to be a really good one that I would look out for. Now for my fourth column here, the first one that stands out to me the most is going to be Adagio. After defeating a target, this weapon fires, charges, or draws more slowly, increasing damage for a brief time. Now with this being an auto rifle, it's not going to shoot any slow or anything like that. All it's going to do is give us a 7-second timer, and we have better range by 10. We have 30% increase in our damage as well. This is going to be a really good perk for column 4. Next, we have Kinetic Tremors. We all know how good this one is. I think Kinetic Tremors on a 720 RPM auto rifle, especially, amazing. It's going to proc every 12 bullets. You're going to go through 12 bullets pretty quick, so you're constantly just dealing kinetic tremor damage, and this is going to help with ad clearing, going against like beefier targets and everything. Kinetic Tremors is going to be a really good one to look out for as well. Next, we have One for All. Hitting 3 separate targets increases damage for a moderate duration. So you don't even have to kill 3 targets. All you got to do is just hit 3 different targets, and you're going to get 35% increase in our damage for 10 seconds. So this is also going to be a really good one that you're looking for. And then for our PvP, the one I would really look for PvP is going to be Multi-Kill Clip. Reloading grants increased damage based on the number of rapid final blows made beforehand. This could be good for PvE, but I think this perk is really just going to be really good in PvP. So let's talk about the god rolls on this weapon that you should be looking out for. And in my opinion, there is going to be 4 different god rolls for this auto rifle. Now, if we start with our first god roll here, I'm telling you, if you get this one, you do not need to look for another god roll on this weapon. And that is going to be rewind rounds in kinetic trimmers. I think this one's going to be great a lot. You don't have to reload. You're constantly doing damage. You're doing extra damage with the kinetic trimmers. This is going to be a great one for doing damage on bosses or even doing a lot of ad clearing. This is going to be a really good one to have, and I think that's the best one that you can have. Next, we have Demolitionist and Kinetic Trimmers. This one is going to be pretty good if you can do it correctly. You're getting your kills, you're throwing your grenade, you're getting your kills, throwing your grenades. This is probably going to be the best role for your ad clearing, in my opinion. Now, for my last 2 here, these are kind of like, if you get this one, this is okay, but, you know, they're better than some random roll, and that is going to be rewind rounds in Adagio. I think Adagio is going to be better than your one for all, just because you do not have to hit the 3 separate targets. As long as you're getting kills, I think this is going to be good, just doing extra damage on just ad clearing and everything. This will be a pretty good one. And also we have Demolitionist and Adagio. This will be a really good one as well. As long as you're getting Adagio, Kinetic Trimmers, Rewind Rounds, or Demolitionist, you're going to be in a great spot. So we're here in the shooting range now, and we're going to do a couple tests with this auto rifle. We're going to check out just straight up basic damage. Then we're going to do straight up precision damage, and then we're going to check out the damage on the origin trait, the exhaustive research with the missile that it can shoot so often. So what we're going to do is go ahead and just shoot him once in the belly here for the basic damage, and that is going to give us the number of 29. So if we go ahead and times that by the magazine size that I have here, my mag size is 57. I'm going to get the number of 1,653. Nothing too crazy there. Again, that's just basic damage. Next, if we go ahead, hit him in the head for a precision damage, that is going to give us the number of 49. So again, if we times that by 57, we're going to get the number of 2,793. That's nothing too crazy, as long as this, like, if this is like your last resort of damage, that could be pretty okay. Now, if we use our origin trait here, the exhaustive research, we go ahead and shoot him with the missile, we're going to get the number of 474. Now, there is a cooldown between the shots, but all it does is takes 1 bullet. We go ahead and shoot him. We do it 57 times, and that is going to give us the number of 27,018. I can't lie, the numbers are actually kind of crazy with that origin trait, and it would be kind of broken if you could proc that a lot quicker. But is this weapon going to be crazy for damage, boss damage, or anything like that? No, this is going to be just straight up like a very good weapon for ad clearing. My final thoughts about this weapon, though, I think it's a great auto rifle. I think everyone should have this. There is great perks on this weapon that you can hunt for, and especially with you being able to attune it, I think you can find a god roll very quickly on this weapon. It could be a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, 4, 5. It does not matter. This auto rifle should be in your inventory, and I think everyone should have it here. But guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. As always, if you are new, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new, and I'll see you guys in the next one.